guys. So I am going to be doing a TBR today for February because French February is happening and it's also Black History Month. So yeah, I have actual specific books that I'm trying to read next month. And so there's a lot of them and I don't know if it's gonna really happen. My goal is to try to read at least one. I was trying to see if I have any like works by Black Frenchmen because that would be perfect, but I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna talk first about the books that I want to read for Black History Month, and then I am going to talk about the books for the French February challenge and like the different challenges that exist. So the first book that I have is Native Son by Richard Wright. This one's kind of bigger, but I really, really, really want to read this book. I have not read anything by Richard Wright yet, and yeah, I want to read this, and I really want to read all these. I really, really, really like. This is gonna be the first one that I start though. Is Men We Reaped by Jesmyn Ward. This is I think a memoir or like nonfiction. It's about men that exist in her life that have been basically taken too soon, like killed or murdered. I don't know what the exact. Yeah, so I'm just gonna read you the back because I'm obviously being super not good at words right now. So yeah, it's a memoir. Here, in the space of 4 years, she lost 5 young men dear to her, including her beloved brother, to accidents, murder, and suicide. Their deaths were seemingly unconnected, yet their lives had been connected by identity and place, and as Jesmyn dealt with these losses, she came to a staggering truth. These young men died because of who they were and the place they were from, because certain disadvantages breed a certain kind of bad luck. Because they lived with a history of racism and economic struggle. The agonizing reality commanded Jesmyn to write, at last, their true stories and her own. Ooh, I just got goosebumps. This is like, I have to read this book. And then I also have Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I have not read this for some reason, because there's too many books. I also have Beloved by Toni Morrison. And The Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. I was not going to put this on my list of books that I want to read this month because it is also huge, and for some reason it feels more intimidating to me than Native Son does. I don't know why it feels more intimidating, but I picked this out of my I have like a little jar for the 25 before 25 and then like a handful of the 30 before 30 books, and this is the one that I picked out of the jar, so that means that I'm definitely going to read this book because that's like a sign, I feel like. And I also have Last Cool Days by Jon Stewart. This was the author that I met at Wordstock, and he is from Trinidad, and so yeah, I don't really know what this is about, but I want to read it. And then I also have Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. So these are all of my goal is to read at least one a month. And Invisible Man like throughout the whole month. I think this is going to be like a month-long read for me, and then like hopefully at least one a month or one a week of the other ones. So that is my goal, to not read all of them, but yeah, at least 4 or 5 of them. And then, so also, yay, French February. So Josh hasn't posted his video yet, but he sent me a message that has the challenges, so I'll link them below, and then when he posts his video, also I forgot, Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading and Danielle from One Small Paw have done like the One Small Paw, I feel like I said One Small Paw, have done the photo challenge for next month. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of them because I unfortunately have not read much Black literature, shame. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to like poetry and stuff. Like there's certain genres I just don't read, but they have posted it, and so I'll link Dee Dee's Instagram account. Maybe I also posted it on my Instagram account, the photo, so that you can see it, so you can participate if you would like. So anyways, now on to the French February. So the first one is a work written before 1900. And I'm going to try to do this book. I have this is where the notes are. I am 138 pages into this, and it's actually not that long. I mean, it's in the 1100s, which I guess is very long, but it feels like 2,000 pages based on like how big it is. So it isn't too bad. We'll see. I'll have to like divide the page count, like the amount of days in the page count, and attempt to read this whole thing next month. Probably not gonna happen, to be 100% honest, but if you don't set the goal, like gotta reach for the star, or reach for the stars, land on the moon, or something. That thing. So I'm gonna try to read this whole thing next month. We'll see. And then I have a work written after 1900, and so for this I've picked Alex by. Oh, maybe I should tell you who the translators are before Michael hunts me down. Julie Rose is who translated this edition of Les Mis. It's on the cover too. I guess I didn't really have to look that far. But then I have Alex by Pierre I assume that he's French. Yeah, translated from the French by Frank Wynne. This is, I think, some kind of like mystery. It looks like based on the cover. Yeah, so excited about that. The next challenge is a collection of short stories or poems in an anthology. I don't have that. So I picked this. This is not 100% part of that. It's extracts from the Second Sex by Simone de Beauvoir, and it is translated by Constance Board and Sheila Malovany Chevalier. You can see the names because I don't think I pronounced those correctly. Because this is like a short thing, so like short stories, I feel like this counts kind of. I also have My Mother, She Killed Me, My Father, He Ate Me, edited by Kate Bernheimer, which is like retellings of different short stories, and they're kind of set up by country. So there's like a France section, so there's a bunch of different. I think the original short story is a French short story, but I kind of wanted to read. I started this a long time ago, and then I put it down because I want to read the original work before I read the new one. But anyways, I'm probably not going to do that. I don't even know why I mentioned it. So then the next one is a work written by someone of the gender least represented by your previous choices. I have 2 works by men and 1 by a woman, so I picked The Elegance of the Hedgehog by Muriel Barbary. This is translated by Allison Anderson. I had this on a previous TBR. This is why I don't do TBRs, is because I never read the books that are on the TBR, and I feel super ashamed. But yeah, so hopefully I can read this. And then the last one is a work written about France, and for that I'm going to finish Death in the City of Light. This is a nonfiction book, not really about France, but it's a nonfiction book that takes place in France, so I'm going to count it, because what are challenges for if not to bend the rules a little bit? So yeah, those are things that I want to happen, in addition to some other things that I'm going to try to read. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Hope everyone's having a great day, happy night, happy whenever you're watching this. Let me know if you want to participate in French February and what you're reading for Black History Month. Yeah. See you later.